Hey Scrap and Ames fans, and welcome back to another 12 by 12 process video. And I'm trying to catch up on my my documenting really. So this is a Halloween layout from 2016. So whilst we are in the process of celebrating Christmas of 2018, although in saying that, when this video probably goes up on my channel, it will be 2019, as in the very beginnings of 2019. So yes, I am slightly behind. Well, as such, this is the last bits of this year, of that year, that I need to finish off. Anyway, so I am using a kit from Scrapping Fun Kits, their Halloween kit from, I'm not sure, I think, was it this? Okay, so when I'm saying this year, I'm referring to 2018 because I'm doing this voiceover and it is still 2018. So it's possibly from this year. Maybe. I think. Maybe it was last year. I don't know, I can't remember. It was in my stash. Maybe it was, actually, no, I think it's last year's. Anyway, so got some black cardstock. I have got my 3 photos, which I've trimmed the 2 long ones down. What are they? The vertical ones, just to make them fit a bit better, and away I go. So I've got this glassine bag that is in my kit, or paper bag, sorry, that's in the kit, and I've cut it just to create basically a mat, kind of a mat for my 3 photos. Instead of using a paper layer to go across them, I decided this was kind of something that was a little bit different. It's still a bit papery, it's got a bit of a different pattern on it, and it's a bit of a different, almost a bit of a different texture, I guess, to it as well. Really liked the funky ribbon going down the edge there as well. So I did fuss around for a little bit as to where everything was going to go and what was going to go where and whatnot, and then I just, which I cut out for you so you don't have to watch that painstakingly long process. And then I just went, you know what, let's just get this committed. So I am now committing everything to paper, basically, and just sticking everything down. And I hate this tape. I've run out of, not now because I went and got some more, but I ran out of the thicker double-sided tape, and so could I only buy this thin sort of stuff. Not that this is the thinnest you can get, but this thinner one, and I really hate it. I don't like that it's so thin. It's just not for me, but I make it work for now, and I've got the thicker stuff back again, so woohoo. Oh, the things we worry about, or not worry about, but the things that bother us, I guess. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do this layout originally, and these photos have been sitting in my photo box for a bit, and I've had this kit sitting in my stash for a bit, with the intention of scrapping these photos, but I just haven't got around to doing it. So as I said, I'm on a bit of a kind of a photo stash busting kind of mission, in that I really just want to get my photo box how I store my photos in cleared out, and then start again and get caught up. Which is always, a great intention, but it's a bit like saying, New Year's resolution to just use my stash and not buy anything, and then we go and find that, there's this brand new collection out that we really love, and we end up buying it, but, whatever. So as I said, I'm trying to really get through these photos, and then I'll go through and print the next round of them. So I really want to get through it all, because the way I do mine is, this is for the family album, so I have scrap family album photos. I then have our 3 individual kids photos albums as well, so there's a mix and match. I do and don't overlap, if that makes sense. So like, we'll have these sort of photos. So this layout will be the only layout for Halloween in the 2016 family album, but then the kids will have their own individual photos of, like, say, maybe there might be some double ups, but of themselves dressed up or whatever, just to document that memory for, should they decide to take, I hope, their albums when they're older. But, I don't double up too much, try not to anyway. It's always a bit confusing and overlaps in time and, whatever, but there's not always a lot of the same things. Sometimes when, we go to a family event and there's some really nice photos of, the kids with family members or, they're really important things, I will put them in there and and there will be double ups there, but that's generally how I do it. So yes, but anyway, or we do family events and I scrap for each, all three of the same thing somewhat. I guess it's a bit confusing sometimes. You're sort of like, what the hell? And while I need to, and one of the reasons I need to make sure for me, I keep on top of filing away the layouts, because I get confused sometimes if I'm working on the one event and I'm like, holy hell, whose was what? But anyway, all good. But that is my mission, is I think that will be one of my scrappy goals, is to get sorted in the next few months and get caught up. I hope that's the plan. Anyway, so these are some pattern papers from the kit, the Halloween kit, and I decide that I'm going to punch out some little circles from this funny googly eye paper, and I tried to line it up so that there were certain eyes poking through, and I'm placing them around the paper, so it's kind of like these weird eyes are following you around the page. It's kind of that creepy kind of look, and I end up deciding to pop them up on some craft foam just to give it a bit of dimension, because I don't pop the photos up on any craft foam either. They all sort of sit flat, so I can use the embellishments to give a bit of dimension to this layout. So I've seen a lot in the groups, in the Facebook groups, the Scrappy Facebook groups, about 2019 Scrappy resolutions. And whilst I said that this will be going up in the early part of next week, I'd say, on my channel. So what are some people's Scrappy resolutions? I hadn't actually thought of any myself too much. I've seen a lot of the whole wanting to stash bust and, spending freezes and things like that. But what else, other interesting ones has people got that might be a bit outside of those ones? As I said, mine I think will be kind of photo stash busting and trying to not print any more photos just yet, which I think I had that at one point last year or this year, which will be last year for you guys when you watch this. And I think I kind of epically failed fairly shortly after I did it. But I think I'm going to try and really get knuckled down and get through my photo box. And then that way I can finish 2018, because I have not got very far. I only got the first probably 4 months of 2018 done. And then bits and pieces throughout it. And in the kids' albums, there's all bits and pieces done. But yeah, I just need to get in and get it done. So I think that would be one of mine. But I'd love to see what other interesting ones people have. So leave me some comments below. I'd love to see what some of my subscribers have as their some interesting little some scrappy resolutions. I think I want to try and do a bit of a stash bust myself and be a bit more I think patient with my layouts, in that way then I'll be able to try newer things. Sometimes I feel that my creativity sometimes gets a little stifled by just wanting to be able to sit and scrap, because there's not always a lot of time to do it. And sometimes that means I think my content that I put out for you guys is not always exciting. I think I would like to try and just make sure I allow some more scrappy time, which I guess therefore allows for a bit more self-care time to be able to explore a bit more creativity myself. I think that maybe that's another goal number 2. I think I'll maybe write that up a bit better when I write some goals out. I'm a bit of a goal person. I like writing goals out. So I'll be doing that on Monday or Tuesday, I think, of next week, which is like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'm a huge goal person. I like to write goals and have them set and try and stick to them as best as possible. So anyway, leave me a comment and let me know what you think or what your plans are, or thoughts or goals or whatever are. But yes, so now I'm just going around and embellishing in little clusters of 3 or close to it. Some flares as well. There's that little witch's hat paper clip that was there. I've just slid in the top behind the photos there. I don't know, did I just adhere that? I don't know if I adhere that down. I may. And now I'm just adding some bling. Now there was some funny little bead things in the sequins pack we got in this kit, and I'm not 100% sure how to use them, and they're really finicky. So I pop a few down, and then again, so this comes back to what I just said about my second goal. I get a bit fussy, a bit impatient. I'm like, nah, not playing with them anymore, because I just wanted to get the layout finished and filmed so I could get this sorted. But yeah, and then I go through with some, I've got some love hearts punched out as well, and I don't think I popped them on 3D foam. Nah, I keep them flat and tuck them in behind all the 3D kind of embellishments. So I quite like how in the end this layout came out. Now it's quite a simple sort of looking layout. The black background really makes everything pop because there's lots of colour. So never be fearful of your black cardstock backgrounds. They can really make a layout pop when you add lots of colour on top of it. You know, black sometimes we go, ooh, you know, but it can be really good. And I was looking at doing some mixed media instead, but I really wanted to use this Halloween kit because it was the reason why. It was actually the first kit I got with Scrapping Fun Kits. From memory, I really wanted a Halloween kit and couldn't find one that was not over the top. I didn't want a huge Halloween kit because we didn't do at that stage a lot of Halloween here at home, so I just wanted something simple, and I quite like the Scrapping Fun kits, as you know, for Raylene's uniqueness, and yeah, so I went with that, and then I've been a Scrapping Funner kitter for a while now. Yeah, so I decided to just use up my kit. It's a bit of stash busting. This has been sitting there long enough. And these are some cut aparts that were in the kit as well. I'm going to use this piece for journaling, which I think I stick under one on the right hand side, I think, and then I add one of the others, I don't know if it's the boo or the pumpkins, to the other side for a bit of balance. I guess we will wait and see. And I do journal on this. This is just on like a photo paper. So this is just my, oh, is it the Uniball Signo? I think, the black one. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head now. I've used this pen for so long now that I can't even remember. I think it's actually nearly out. I might have to go and get a new one. I didn't think I kept the journaling in. I never usually keep my journaling in the video, so I apologise. But I think the layout is just about complete. Oh, that's right, the video cuts off, so I apologise. You don't see the last part, which I think is just potentially the title going on, yes, and the pumpkins. And I do some